Hello everyone, welcome to UiBrains and this is Naveen. In this video, we'll see a new question, double X. Okay, in this, they're given a method which having a string only one parameter. Okay, the question is given a string return true if the first instance of X in the string is immediately followed by another X. So what they're asking is the first instance of X in the string is immediately followed by another x. So first we have to find out the first x, okay, and the next element should also be the x, then true. Okay, so in this case, a, x and b. One second, let me just go here. See, in this question will be first instance of x in the given string immediately followed by another x. So if you find an x, then immediately after that also to be x, then you can make it is true. Okay, what about in this case? See, this is to be false. Why? So first instance of x, yes, I got it, and the next element, I mean the next character is not x. Okay, and you don't need to consider the next xx. Okay, you have to just check in the entire string what is the first x. Okay, and after you find the first x, then immediately after that character next character also to be x, then only it is true. Okay, so now copy this. Yeah, let me paste it. Okay, so in this it is true because the first instance of x is here and the next is also x. It's true, and later you write whatever you want. Okay, and tell me the answer for this. uh, I say a x p xx. Is that true or false? It is false. Why? Because you got the first x, but immediately after the first x, the next character is not x, and you don't consider the next xx, right? So that's what the question. So now let's how to find out. So in this, the bigger thing is how to find out the first. First x. How to find out? Simple. In strings, there is a method called index of. Okay, so here if you pass x, it will give you the index of that character. Okay, and that too, this index means the first index of the character. Okay, if it is here, this index you get the first instance of x only you get. So this is the perfect solution for our question. So this is to find out the first index of this x. Okay, so based on this we can go for the next index and check what is the character, is that x or something else. If it is x, then it is true, otherwise return false. Okay, and you have to loop it. Okay, so now let me just copy, yeah, paste it here, and then now just see. So I just say int first index is equal to str dot index of x. Okay, so if you say str dot index of x, this will give you the first index of x. Okay, the first time when x occurs, so at that index you get. Okay, so based on this we go and check the next index is that same x or not. Okay, so we can just check if the first index plus 1, we can do like this, str dot character of the first index plus 1, first index plus 1. So I want to find out the character which is next to the our index is also is equal to x, then you have to return true. Okay, else return false. Okay, So now here one more problem will occur. What is that is, suppose what if the index of x, suppose the index of x, if x is the last character, then watch. See, suppose I have uh, a b c x. So what happens? So when you say the first index of x, obviously there's no x, so you get the last index, right? So now in this condition, what are we doing? The caret of first index plus 1. The next index is equal to x or not, we're checking. So forget about is that x or not. You are just checking the caret of the existing, the non-existing index, right? So if you're trying to find out the non-existing index, you get the string index out of bound exception. So it means must and should, the first index should be there, and the first index plus 1 should always less than the length, then only it's possible, right? So you have to make that condition as well. So for that I do like uh, first index plus 1 is less than or equal to str dot length and this one. So first index plus 1 less than not equal to is less than. Okay, if it is less than the length, then only we won't get the string index out of bound exception. Okay, and if this success, and then this also automatically is, go and check the condition if it is x or not. Okay, so now let me test this program. Let me just copy this back to here, and let me just paste and click on go. Yes, I got everything success, right? And why I made this extra condition here is, okay, you go remove the condition and check. Let me delete this condition. Suppose if you have not checked this condition, is that index is not in the range of this length or not. If you don't check, you get yes, as expected. You get some string index after bound exception exactly for the last character, right? So you have to be very careful doing with this program. So now let me just uh, copy this back to here and paste and then click on go. Yes, I got a solution. And one more thing here, you can, I think, reduce the number of lines because see, if this condition successful, return true. If the conditions fails, return false. So automatically we are just returning the condition itself as a result. So you can go for a shortcut. You can just say return simply the condition. We don't need to write these things. Okay. So now check return this condition and this condition. So same thing, I just simplify the if else condition. We made it in a two lines. Now let me copy this. So back to here and paste and then go. Yes, everything success. Okay, so we just made just two lines. You can even check the solution. So they get the index of yes, and if it is -1, it then false, and they check some other. Okay, they have right starts with x and arch. Okay, so this their solution, and this our solution. Okay, and ultimately all conditions, all test cases are true. Okay, so that's about, and I just make it. So you can either do this or else let me keep it back. Yeah, you can either try this. Okay, so please pause the video and please check the answer for this, and please do practice on this, and thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see the next question in the next video. Thank you.